Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So today I'm going to start off by just leading into where I am emotionally right now. And where I am emotionally is I'm feeling kind of hopeful. I'm feeling kind of hopeful that this girl that I've been talking to for about a year now, um, like I've been kind of hinting at it and kind of mentioning it like here and there throughout my like videos, but we broke up. Um, we broke up on the 7th of this month to be exact, which was actually like, or like, sorry, the 6th, because the 7th was supposed to be the year anniversary of us being together, and I kind of fucked that up. But I am feeling really hopeful because, like, I can tell deep down that she still has feelings for me and that she's just hurt. And I know that where I fucked up on was, well, it was something that I can fix. And just, I can't even put into words how disgusted I am that I let it get to this point, that I let it extend this far because of laziness before I actually did anything about it. And it's not exclusively because of laziness, but it is mostly because of laziness. And right, that sounds like I'm leading into an excuse, but I'm not. It is mostly about laziness because I was too lazy to realistically figure out what it was. I was just trying to figure out the quick fix. I see like little like social media videos talking about oh, this is why you're this, oh, this is why you're that, but realistically those weren't applying to my real like issue, and I was never really taking the time to do the research to try to maybe like go out of my way to like maybe like read up on what it could be that I'm doing wrong, or even like think long enough without like any social media involved, without any sort of just playing video games and distracting myself, because I have a terrible habit of I like and I don't have an excuse for this, right? I could try to give one, and maybe for a couple of you out there it'd be like, "Oh, um yeah, maybe I understand why you're like that," but I don't have an excuse for being the way that I am in regards to I constantly try to distract myself. I constantly try not to just think because I'm afraid to be alone in my own head. And everybody, a lot of people, not everybody, has that same fear. But trust me, being like eager enough, being like just sort of like not even eager enough, confident enough in yourself to be able to sit down and just let yourself think about where you've been going wrong, to let yourself think about what you can do positively to fix yourself is a huge thing. And I um I actually like think this kind of relates back to something that I found out when I was watching a video in early 2025. Um, Time flies, by the way. That feels like yesterday. But I watched a video about like how they train CIA agents, believe it or not, to have focus. And now I can't find that video, but if I could, and if I do, I'll end up linking it in the description. But realistically, I probably am not. But if those who know about the video know what I'm talking about, there's a video that references the fact that they would like lock CIA agents, not lock them, but like keep them in a isolated room, just dark, absolutely absent of anything, and just have them sit there for like an hour or like maybe like just like a few hours, just completely isolating yourself from any sort of distractions, right? And then after they were done, they would have incredibly increased focus. And I think it kind of relates to what I'm about to go on here, but like if you just even turn off your devices and just turn off your TV, like turn off your TV. The tissues are because I'm sick. Tissues are because I'm sick. Um, Turn off your TV, turn off your distractions. You are going to give yourself that time alone that you're so afraid of, and you're going to realize it has so many superpowers. You, like, I cannot believe I'm so disgusted at myself for not having done this for myself earlier, right? But even just an hour a day where you just don't sit there eating a snack, don't sit there fucking watching YouTube all day. Just like no devices, no music even. Just like work out or just sit down and meditate for 10 minutes and then just like Like walk. Go on a walk with no music. I'm serious with that no music. So I know some of you guys are gonna be like, oh, I go on a walk regularly. I think I'm fine. But you might be listening to music that whole time. Turn off the music. Turn off the distractions, and just let yourself think. I heard actually that people that listen to music regularly, like to the point where they like almost give themselves no time to like think, actually like lower their IQ. Like it's take this with a grain of salt, but if this is true and it incredibly relates to what I'm saying here. If you're not giving yourself time to think, maybe it's not lowering your IQ, but it's making you less able to really think about where you're going wrong in life, like what you can do to work on the problems that you have, right? Maybe you listen to music while you do homework. If you're capable of doing that, you're you're in the clear, but I personally can't. And maybe this sort of advice is for people like me. Maybe you're not like this at all, but I just think just and I'm sort of yapping on here, I'm going in circles. Just turn off distractions because once I turned off distractions, finally realized that not like I was not giving myself the self-confidence that I needed in order to be the man that I should be for this woman. I was not like being present in the conversation because I was treating it like a sort of interaction with a girl that I find attractive more than treating it as like an interaction with somebody that loves me, with an interaction like with somebody that I know will be there for me, and I severely disappointed them. So after talking for a little bit and hanging out with her on this Thursday, which I made a video the night of, I kind of gave her a little bit of hope towards me taking steps towards being different and not hurting her again. Now, it's only been a week, so I know that I don't have her back yet, and I don't expect her back for as long as it takes. I prefer maybe even a month or 2 months, right? Even longer if it's needed. But I made the mistake, and I'm willing to suffer the consequences and do the work that it takes to be consistent and be the man that she wants me to be. I don't want to burn her again. I don't want to hurt her again. And I love her with all my heart. So I'm going to start being the change I want to see. And I'm going to start just every day, just for 30 minutes to a half an hour, or 30 minutes to an hour, just sort of kill the devices, kill the music, kill everything. Maybe go on a walk, write something down. Now, if the weather being the way that it is right now, where it's like fucking like 2 degrees on a good day, going on a walk is probably not the best option for me right now. I will go on a walk, but it probably won't be for like more than like 15 minutes to just go walk up like the trail by the house. But I can still give myself an hour, half an hour to an hour of just sitting there, writing, thinking about my problems. And each day that I do that, I'm going to feel the changes as I have been. And this doesn't have to be every day. For those of you people that are like me, don't pressure yourself to the degree where you feel like you are going to fail, or that you're confident in the beginning but then you suffer burnout. Don't pressure yourself too much. Do it at your own pace. Like, the same sort of way that I'm just like letting her sort of choose the pace of which she like decides like if she can trust me again or not. Like, take as long as you need to make those changes. Because giving yourself space and giving yourself patience works miracles. I'm going to end the video here because I think I've covered basically all three of what I usually cover, right? Aside from maybe addressing my goals. But everybody, if you've been watching these videos, know where my goals are right now. And if you don't, maybe you could just watch like the first like 2 minutes of like another video and you'll know. It could even just run over like right now. I'm looking for a job. I I just got off of school, and so I don't have a job, and so I've got a job lined up with Shoppers Drug Mart where I'm gonna be working part time, but I would prefer not to be working part time. So until that job starts, which starts in 2 weeks, I will be looking for a job. I'm going to try to on Monday apply for this electrical supplier job, and see how that goes. That's my dream job right now. Uh, Essentially, it's $22 an hour full time. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. I've covered all bases. I really hope that she like comes around to it. But until then, I hope that I make the changes that I need to make. And for anybody watching, I hope that this is inspiration. I hope that this kind of like shows you the perspective of a real human being that might be in a similar position to you, undisciplined, sort of just trying to get themselves back up on their feet one step at a time. I'm not the strongest of people either, especially willpower wise. I was like smoking weed from like when I was, God, since I was like, I think 12 or like 11 years old to like for a whole decade until I was like literally 20. Um, and like I still hadn't fully quit with regards to like the other week my friend offered me a hit off of his dab pen, and I just like casually did it. But that's like a one thing out of like the the like year so far essentially. So I'm not too worried about that. But it's just even still like I wasn't the most strongest willed person. I'm still not the most strongest willed person. Well, person to person. I'm human, as you can tell. So just I hope this offers inspiration to anybody who's sort of in a similar position to me. And until next time.